Good morning, everyone. Good morning from North America. Welcome to our Saturday morning practice. Good afternoon to those from Europe. And it's past midnight in Asia, so there's still some of you waking up for this. I appreciate that. So we'll start today's practice. Good morning, Rebecca. Before we do anything, let's be aware of our own existence. Come back to the body. Examine the spine, straighten up a spine, examine the shoulder, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, examine the forehead, bring back the head, tuck in the chin. Now we're going to examine the mind, bringing the mind and the hands together, bringing our hands up to our shoulder level, focusing on the wrists. We're going to be doing some warm-up exercise. Improving the chi, in this case, it's the circulation. Chi is a very complex word. It means multiple things. And continue to focus on your wrist, continue to examine your body. And now go the other way. So we use the word mindfulness a lot. And of course, once it becomes a word, whether it's English or Chinese, then there's a lot of attempt to explain it in terms of how the word is used, but I always find it necessary. Now bring down your hand. Come again, calibrate your spine, open your shoulder, relax, bring your hands up again, and this time we're going to focus on the elbow and continue to examine your elbow. So what I find usually more valuable is to go back to the root, go back to the original word, the Pali word in this case. And mindfulness means sati, and sati is the name of a goddess, as I explained before. Now go the other way. And it just means remembering. Always remind yourself, always remember, where is your mind? Where do I anchor my mind? And you anchor it on your body when you're in motion. And bring your hands down. And you anchor on your breath when you're stationary. So we talk about postures. Sitting, standing, lying down, those are stationary posture. That's when you anchor your mind onto your breath. And when you're walking or when you do exercise or when you work in the kitchen or any time that actually 90% of the time besides sleeping time, we are always in motion. So it's actually much more important to learn about mindfulness, remembering your mind, anchoring your mind onto your body. That's actually much better, much more efficient way to practice. Now we're going to go from the wrist to the elbow and we're going to go to the shoulder. Once again, we adjust the spine. Why is it so important that we adjust the spine? Well, there are a number of reasons. One is that it reduces the amount of stress that you put on your lung and your heart. So that's a good thing. The other one is that the spine is actually that one organ that coincides exactly with one of the energy channel. In this case, we call it the governing channel. Actually, that's a very narrow definition. If you go back to the Chinese word, it means more than governing. It can mean tutoring, protecting. It's the yang energy line. All the yang energy comes through the spine, goes all the way up to the top. So you really wanted to stretch the spine, open the spine, relax the spine, make sure all your yang energy comes up. The other reason is that of all the secondary energy line, the one that we name after the bladder, the one that protects the kidney, actually rises from your small toe to the heel, the back of the legs, all the way up. And when it comes up to the back, it splits into four, two on each side. And its purpose is to protect all your internal organs. So it's very important to open that back, relax. And now we're going to focus on the shoulder, very gently, keeping your mind on the center of your palm, bringing your hands up, stretch and hold, calibrate, make sure your mind stays with the center of the palm. Come down together, touching the side of the wall, open your shoulder, and then as soon as you come down, you relax. And then second time, every time is as if you're doing the first time. Stretch, hold, come down, open the shoulder, relax. Again, go up, stretch, open, come down, go up, stretch, open the shoulder, come down, go up, stretch, come down. Now we're going to go the other way. Open first, open the shoulder, go up, stretch, hold, come down together. Mind stays with the hand. Open the shoulder, go up, stretch, hold, calibrate, come down. Open the shoulder, up, stretch, come down. Open the shoulder, up, stretch, and come down. Once again, come back to the body, come back to the spine. Straighten up the spine as if somebody's pulling their hair on top of your head. Straighten up the spine, open the shoulder, lean back slightly so that the spine is actually like the pillar supporting the sky. Okay? Then you take your forehead, then you take your head. The weight of the head is like 25% of your total weight. That's a lot of weight. So what you want to do is you want to put that weight on your shoulder, not using any of your neck. So you take your forehead, you lean back until the neck touches the collar. Then you take the chin, tuck in, put some pressure on the artery, and then just relax. Relax. Continue with the shoulder, hands in front. Oh, bring it up. Now get ready, open the shoulder. Now you're going to feel some pain. Examine the pain, accept the pain, let go of the pain. Come back to the center of your hand, go up, open the shoulder. Don't be afraid of the pain. Don't be afraid of the pain. Accept the pain, relax, let go of the pain. Go up, open the shoulder, come down, go up, open the shoulder, come down. One more time, go up, open the shoulder, and come down. Now sit up straight. Hand as far back as you can. Bring it up. Open the shoulder. Feel the pain. Examine the pain. Let go of the pain. And then starting from zero. Okay? Go up. Don't let it accumulate. Stretch. And come down. All the way back. Go up. Keeping the mind at the center of your palm. Always stay together. Okay? Don't let the mind drift away. Just always anchor your mind onto your body. All the way back, open, stretch, hold, and come down. Now we're going to learn to relax. Okay? We relax by coming back to the posture. Again, stretch the spine, open the shoulder, lean back the forehead, tuck in the chin. And now we're going to focus on the breath. Just relax. Anchor your mind onto your body, onto your breath. Okay, we're going to continue with the shoulder exercise. Open the shoulder again, relax the shoulder. Taking the left hand, put it in front. Taking the right hand, reach out to the right side. Now we're going to move one hand at a time, separating the left from the right. Okay, the left brain from the right brain. Get ready. Very slowly, taking the left hand, making a big circle in the front. Now get ready to open the shoulder. Now you're going to feel some pain. As far back as you can, feel the pain. Examine the pain. Let go of the pain. Come back to the hands. Get ready. Very gently open the shoulder. Feel the pain. All the way to the right. Sit up straight. All the way to the left. Sit up straight. All the way to the right. All the way to the left. One more time. All the way to the right. Sit up straight. All the way to the left. And relax. Now we're going to, the next exercise has to do with what we call throwing the fist. So we're going to take the fist, throw it out. And when we do that, we open the fingers, we stretch the elbow, and then we let go of the shoulder, right? Now, so this is obviously a very good physical exercise, okay? Working with different parts of your body. But it's also a very good way to clearing the energy channel, okay? So in engineering, we call the Newton's second law. Action equal to reaction. So when you throw something out like that, energy goes out, and then when you reach the end, energy has to come back. So there's a yang energy that goes out and a yin energy that comes back. So it helps, in addition to what it does to your body, it also helps with your chi. Okay, so open the shoulder, relax, bringing the right hand, focus on the center of your palm, making a fist. Focus on the upper left hand corner. Get ready. throw it out there and wait for the energy to settle. Come back. Transfer the focus from your right hand to the left hand, making a fist. Get ready. Up. Come back. Down. Come back. Down. Sit up straight. Up. Up. Down. Down. Sit up straight. Up. Up. Down. Down. We're going to continue. Sit up straight. Two hands. Following both hands now. 1. Settle. 2. Wait. Come back. 3. Come back. 4. Come back. 5. Come back. So we'll be doing a lot of these energetic exercise for the purpose of clearing this energy channel. And you will find that a lot of your pain, a lot of your ailment comes from the fact that your chi is blocked. Like frozen shoulder, carpal tunnel, arthritis, and there's something called a neck bump. And for the last year and a half, we've been working a lot at home. Probably almost no chance to go into the gym. We do a lot less exercise, and so people talk about this bump here. And this is actually not about your muscle or your tendon. This is really about energy trapped into this area, right between your two shoulders and between your neck and your spine. So this is very bad. This is really, really bad. If you have a neck bump, this is really bad. So if you reach back and you don't feel anything, congratulate. Okay? So we're going to work on this. So this is I would say about 2,000-year-old exercise invented by a very famous physician in the what's called the warring state. Okay? Very old. All right. So we're going to work on the shoulder now. Okay? Now, sit up straight, open the shoulder, focus on the shoulder, and then we're going to hang the shoulder onto your ear, like as if you're bringing the shoulder up, all the way up, bringing your spine with you, as if you're hanging your entire body on a coat hanger. And now we're going to open. As you open, imagine you have like a hard-boiled egg in between your left and right shoulder, and you're trying to open the shoulder, squeeze that egg, as if you're going to crack that egg. And relax. One more time. Open bring the shoulder up. Bring it up as if you're hanging your entire body on a coat hanger. And then now get ready. Open. Imagine there's an egg right between the shoulder blade, and you're going to crack that egg with your muscle in the back. One last time. Bring it up. Open. Squeeze that egg in between. And relax. Sit up straight. Put the two hands in the back. Sit up straight, looking down at the floor. Now we're going to bring down the head, and you can feel the stress on your neck. So fight it, but fight it with your spine and your neck. So make sure your spine is straight. And now we're going to rotate to the left, feeling the stress on your neck entire time. Coming back in the middle. Use just the right amount of force, right? And going to the right, keeping the stress on your neck and your spine. Come down in the middle. Going towards the left. Come down in the middle. Going towards your right. Come back in the middle. And then now very gently relax. Relax. Okay. Once again, we'll come back to the posture. So sit up straight. Okay, remember what I said? As if somebody's pulling the hair on top of your head. Your entire spine is hanging from the ceiling, right? Because when we sit like the bell. The spine is like the clapper in the middle. It has to be hanging from the ceiling. So straight up that spine, as if you're hanging the spine from the ceiling. Open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. Lean back the forehead, tuck in the chin. The entire body lean back slightly. And now this energy point right here, which is where it comes together like this, okay, is now pointing the sky. Okay, so this is called the 100 meet. This is where all the yang energy come together. So you want to maintain that posture. Maintain that posture, okay? And now you're going to take the right hand. While maintaining the posture, you're going to pull the head towards the right, fight it. And then relax. The other side. Keeping the posture, the 100 meet pointing the sky, pull it to the left, fight it, and then relax. completely relax. The entire body relax. Now you can take the head and lean back, and then rotate to the right, enjoying the relaxation as you do that, going towards the left, back again clockwise, and now we're going to rotate the other way, counterclockwise. Very relaxed. Sit up straight, open the shoulder, taking the right hand, put that on your shoulder. Now reach down so you can feel the piece of bone that go across. Go down some more so there's a cavity right below that. Use all your 4 fingers, sit up straight, and then just press. And then relax. Sit up straight, taking the left hand, putting that on your shoulder. Reach down until you touch the bone. Reach down some more until you feel the cavity. Sit up straight, press that with the 4 fingers. And relax. All right? Completely relax. Okay, so now we're going to do some finger works. Okay? This is actually turned out to be a very good exercise for your chi. And the reason is that when we talk about the energy, we talk about the 3 energy loops that has to do with your fingers, and the 3 energy loops that has to do with your toes. And the energy flows out, we call that the yang energy. When it comes back, it's called the yin energy. And if it gets trapped in the extremity, it's trapped. Okay? So you want to kind of work on that finger. Always work on the extremities. And in addition, the fingers actually, finger exercise actually are very good by really creating that energy that goes out, and then the reaction will come back. Open the shoulder, relax, pointing all 10 fingers towards the camera. Focus on the 4 fingers. Okay? These 4 fingers are the spring. Okay? Lock your elbow. Use the thumb as a trigger. Hold down the 4 fingers. Sit up straight. Wind up the 4 fingers. Don't let it go yet. Wind it up. Wind it up. Get ready. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Simple exercise. If you have frozen shoulder, if you have carpal tunnel, 20, 30 times in the morning, 20, 30 times in the night. Okay? So if you look at my hand, this one's still a little bit crooked, and I used to have arthritis. This one was big time crooked at one point, and look at how straight my fingers are. Okay? No frozen shoulder, no carpal tunnel, no ache, no pain, no swelling, all because the chi is clear. We're going to continue. Open the shoulder, and this energy point is called the gate to the cloud. It's a very important energy point that has to do with the energy line that we name after the lung. Now we're going to take the middle finger and the thumb, joining 2 energy lines, the lung and the pericardium. This is called the Lotus Hand. We're going to put that onto the gate to the cloud. Sit up straight. Get ready. 1, back of the hand facing the camera. Wait for the energy to settle. Come back. Lotus Hand. Sit up straight. 2. Come back. 3. Come back. 4. Come back. 5. Come back. 6. Back. 7. 8. 9. And one last time. 10. Okay? This is for the energy that has to do with the hands. The 6 energy line, 3 yin, 3 yang. And later on we're going to work on another 6 that similarly originated from the toes. But for now we're going to come back to the 2 main channels. The one in the front is called the conception. I prefer to translate it as gestation. And then the one in the back is called the governing, and I prefer to translate that as tutoring or protecting. Okay, but it doesn't matter either way. Now, this energy in the front has to do with the yin organ, has to do with what we've been calling the treasure organs. That's the That's the lung and the heart and the splint and the liver and the kidney. All the organs that you need in order to be a viable fetus. Okay, when you were inside mother's womb, those are the organs that has to be developed first, and we believe that they're the one that contains the essence of life. And to exercise those tests, again, you have to utilize what's something called the connective tissue. Okay, so a lot of people say, "Oh, you're talking about fascia." I'm not objecting to that, except that the fascia comes from the word myofascia, and myo means muscle. So when we say fascia, we really only talk about the connective tissue and the muscle. Whereas the Chinese, it's much more than that. Okay, and so we're going to exercise the internal organ by doing some deep breathing, by using our diaphragm. The diaphragm is the mother of all connective tissue, and by exercising that, and we're going to be massaging the internal organs. So sit up straight, open the shoulder. We're going to take our fingers, lock them together, and we're going to put that right below the belly button. Right below the belly button. Okay, now we're going to focus on the nostril. We're going to breathe very slow, very light. Okay, we're going to sneak up on it. Right, we're going to sneak up on this diaphragm. Right, so the diaphragm is viscoelastic. The harder you work on it, the harder it's going to fight back. So we're going to sneak up on it. So open the shoulder, straighten out your spine. Take a deep breath from beginning to end. Okay, get ready. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Straighten up your elbow, unlock your fingers, keeping the stress on your wrist. And imagine you have two big rocks on the side, and you're going to climb the mountain and relax. So when we do that, we're stretching the upper arm. This is a yang energy line because it's exposed to the sun, and this is what we call the triple warmer. Okay, which again is a mistranslation because the word can mean warm, heater, focus, or whatever. Except that that's not the original word. The original word means connective tissue. Okay, open the shoulder. We're going to do this for real 3 times. Okay, get ready. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stretch the elbow. Open the fingers, keeping the stress on the wrist. Okay, stretching the upper arm. Climb the mountain. Get ready. Relax. Second time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Climb the mountain. One last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Climb the mountain. And we're going to switch from the front to the back. The back is the spiral cord. Get ready. Go up. Focus on the bottom of your spine, and we're going to stretch the spine. Stretch.
I found this on the web.
And we're going to lean back and come in the middle. Stretch. Go to the left. Come back in the middle. And we're going to come to the right. And come back in the middle. Stretch. Go to the left. Come back in the middle. Go to the right. And come back in the middle. Stretch some more. Relax, leaving the right arm on top, touching the left shoulder, the head pointing to the sky so you feel the stress on your right shoulder. We're going to grab the right elbow, sit up straight, stretch to the left, come back in the middle. Do it the other way, stretch to the right, and we're going to relax. So every time you do an energetic exercise, it might not look energetic, but actually because you're actually exercising these important energy points, it's actually getting the heart and the lung pumping. And so you want to just settle, relax, focus on your breath, completely relax. And it's very important to always go from the yang to the yin and the yin and the yang, creating that harmony. Okay, creating a harmony between the yin and the yang. If you don't create a harmony, you don't maintain the harmony, then in the modern terminology, it's called the autonomous nerve disorder. Because the brain is actually only a very small part of our entire nerve system. Our body is actually maintained by a different set of nerve system that has nothing to do with the brain. It's called the autonomous nerve system. If you ever have someone, if you ever close to someone who suffers from dementia, then you know how important that autonomous nerve system is. The brain is not functioning, but yet they can eat, they can sleep, and they can function like a normal human being because it's all autonomous. So when you do these energetic exercise, whether you're running or hiking or jumping off the cliff, whatever, the body is always watching you. The body is always watching you because one of the important autonomous system is called the sympathetic nerve system, what we've been calling the fight or flight. It's always watching because it wants to protect you. It wants to protect you. So as soon as it sees that you might be in danger, it puts out the stress hormone from the adrenal gland. Okay? Shuts down all the stuff that you don't need. Your reproductive organ, your salivary gland, everything. Okay? Just get yourself prepared for survival. But if you don't know how to reverse that, then you're stuck on one side. And you are always going to have the stress hormone inside, and it can really create a lot of damage. As simple as constipation, as simple as skin wrinkling, like it destroys the cortisol. Anyway, so this being a boot camp means that we're in training. So you want to train yourself so that as soon as you do a energetic exercise, you give yourself equal time to relax. And just let the stress hormone dissipate. Okay, let the body react to what we call the fight or flight. Right? You got to give it a chance. You don't use it, you're gonna lose it. All right. So you got to always go yin and yang like this. All right. So now we're done with the stretching of the spine. We're going to stretch the shoulder, and then when we're done, we stretch the elbow. Okay, now the shoulder is very important. I talk about how important the spine is already. The shoulder is very important because it has all these energy points that has to do with the lung and the heart. Similarly with the elbow. All right? So, sit up straight. Relax. Put the two hands in the back, locking the fingers. Sit up straight, bringing the fist up. Feel the stretch on your shoulder. And relax. Sit up straight again. Putting the fingers together, okay, and pointing to the ground. Now rotate the fingers, bring up your fingers along the spine, and then now come back to your spine, sit up straight, and then very gently open your shoulder. Keep opening the shoulder. You feel the stretch all over the upper body, and keep doing that. Keep doing that. Hold it. Open that shoulder and then relax. Completely relax. So now I'm gonna show you how to relax. So I want you to come back. I want you to maintain this sitting posture, and I want you to imagine a lotus pond, and I want you to visualize the top of the pond and how much agitation you cause, how much wave there is on top of the pond because of the energetic exercise. I want you to just focus on that, relax, completely focus on the top of the pond, and just let the water settle down. Let the water, as if somebody just throw a big rock onto the pond, and you just want to let it settle. And as it settles, you notice that there's a reflection on top of the pond of the moon. It's a full moon tonight, so you start to see the reflection of the moon. And at first you can't because the water is still very, very, lots of ripple, lots of wave, and then you just want to relax until you can see the full moon. Relax some more. Okay? This is a very good trick. It's a life-saving trick actually. Okay? So outside the class, whenever you're in stress, sit properly, open your shoulder, lean back your forehead, tuck in your chin. The entire body slightly lean back. And actually you feel energy when you do that. When you lean back the spine, you actually feel energy when you do that. And then you just close your eye, focus on your breath. Imagine whoever is giving you pain and suffering, it's as if that person is threw a big rock into your pond of tranquility. And you said, I'm not going to have any of that. I'm just going to let it sit and let the pond settle down, enjoying the reflection of the moon. Okay? Important, huh? Survival tool. Okay? Put that in that little glass box, break in time of stress. Okay? All right, so now we're going to go from the shoulder to the elbow. The elbow also has some important energy point for the heart and the lung. Open the shoulder. Lift up your left arm, the palm, center of palm facing the sky. Taking the right, putting it between your finger and your palm. Bring the hand down gently. Now focus on the elbow. Push out the elbow. Keep pushing as if you're going to break that elbow. Keep pushing. And now push the arm up with your elbow all the way up to your eyebrow. Locking the elbow. Sit up straight. Now left hand go to the right. Bring it to the right. And then come back in the middle. Keep locking the elbow. And then relax. Now right hand. Right hand. Bringing the right hand down. Push out the elbow. Push it all the way out. Eyes forward. Using the elbow, push the arm up. Using the elbow, locking the elbow all the way up to eyebrow level. Right hand goes to the left. Come back in the middle. Keep pushing the elbow. And then relax. Sit up straight. Open the shoulder. Once again, focus on that lotus pond. Whoever just threw that big rock into your pond, he's already gone. So don't worry about that. All you want to worry about is, I just want to be relaxed, quiet, looking at the water on top of the pond, looking at the reflection of the moon at the top of the pond. And just let yourself relax until the water is perfectly still. Okay? Very important, huh? All right. So now we're going to go to the next part. So what we have we done? We've done two parts already. We've done the joint exercise, which has a lot of benefit. One of the most important one is actually improving your chi, the circulation in this case. We've done some stretching of the secondary energy line that has to do with your fingers and some primary energy line, clearing the blockage. And now we're going to come to the third part, which is to energize these energy points. I'm going to start with the shoulder, armpit, elbow, and the back. That's the upper part. Then we're going to work on the lower part. Okay? All right. Open the shoulder. Sit up straight. Relax. Bring out your right hand, focusing on the center of your palm, making what we call the empty hand, as if you're drinking water. Now we're going to put the fingers on top of the shoulder and the center of the palm pressing onto this energy point called the gate to the cloud. Going to turn the head slightly to the right. Going to listen with the left ear. We're going to wake up and we're going to focus. Okay, so when we talk about the body, we're actually talking about what we call the sense door. It's a door because it's as if you're guarding the gate. Outside is physics. Your gate, your sensors are physiology. When the physics works with the physiology, you create neurology. Okay, so this is the gate, and there are 6 gates: the eye, the nose, the tongue, the ear, the skin, and your mind, your thinking mind. So when you do this exercise, you want to use as many of those faculties as possible. You listen with your ear, you feel it with your hand, okay? As if somebody's hitting the drum, one at a time, okay? Get ready, open the shoulder, focus on the left hand, center of the palm, making an empty hand, putting the fingers on top, and the center of the palm pressing against the collarbone. Listen with your right ear. Wake up and continue, one at a time. Okay, so it's really interesting to compare the Western medical science with the Eastern medical science. So when you go to a Western doctor, you complain to him or her about your ailment, and the doctor focuses on the symptoms, and quickly they will find a cure, which means that they will give you a pill or two, and the symptom will go away, and you think that you're fixed, you're healthy. Whereas if you go to a Eastern doctor, a good one, okay, he or she will listen to what you talk about, all your complaints, and that's just a reference. Then what he does is that he listens to your pulse, and listening to the pulse means that he's actually listening to your energy field. And in the end, he's going to focus on these five, the balance of these five energy, okay? And this is what we call the five elements. And the five elements are water, okay, and plant or wood or vegetation, fire, soil or earth, and then mineral or metal, right? So it's the five elements, it's the balance, it's the harmony between the five that creates a healthy person. In this case, the water is the kidney, the soil, the vegetation or the wood is the liver, and then you have the heart and the splint, which is actually very important, and then you have the lung. And it's all those working in harmony that creates a healthy person. And it's going to treat you according to that. And if he treat you properly, then all your symptoms will go away. Rather than chasing after the symptom, he's chasing after the foundation of your body. So when we work on these energy points, we're actually creating harmony between the five elements. So for example, this one has to do with the gallbladder. The gallbladder is the one that protects the liver. The liver is soil. When we work on this energy point, this has to do with the lung, and the lung is mineral. Okay, and then now we're going to work on the next energy point, which has to do with fire. This is the heart, right? So we're going to take the left hand, wrap it around the top of the head, pinching the top of the right ear. Okay, now head pointing the sky, so we're actually stretching out this energy point. We're going to take the right hand, focusing on the center of the palm, making an empty hand. You can listen, continue. The other side, sit up straight, left hand, empty hand, listen with the right ear, wake up, continue one at a time. Open the shoulder. We're going to now come back to our elbow. Elbow has three important energy points. The one has to do with the heart, the one has to do with the pericardium, and the one has to do with the lung. Okay, so we're going to lock the elbow, palms at the eye level. We use the right hand, empty hand again. Two things. One is that you have to lock the elbow. Second is that you have to use the empty hand. So if you don't use the empty hand, it sounds like this. If you use the empty hand but you don't lock the elbow, it sounds like this, okay? Open the shoulder, lift up your left hand, lock the elbow, making sure that you have the empty hand. You put the fingers on top, covering two of the energy points. You use the center of the palm, press against the side, covering all three. Listen with your left ear, one at a time. Continue. The other side, lock your elbow, empty hand, listen with the right ear, wake up, continue. Okay, now I don't know if you ever had one of these conditions where your feet is very, very cold, but yet you have lots of blister. Okay, so then the Chinese doctor would say that you have fire and ice at the same time. Your feet is ice and your lip is fire. Okay, that's because you don't have the harmony between the fire and the water. The fire comes from the heart and the lung, and the water comes from the kidney. In between is the splint in the stomach. Okay, so when the five elements are not in harmony, then you have too much of one thing, too much of the other. All right, so that's very common. So the next one works on creating the balance between the water and the fire. And again, in this case, the water is the kidney, which is the lower part of your internal organs, and the fire is your heart, and is your heart, which is the upper part. Okay, so this is called a vertical windmill. It's the windmill between water and fire. Open your shoulders, sit up straight, taking the right hand using the center of your palm, wrap it all the way around. Okay, so this energy point, which is part of the bladder energy line, it protects your heart. Now you take the other hand, use the back of the hand, wrap it around the lower back where your kidneys are, and this is the water. So this is the vertical windmill of mixing the water and the fire. Okay, all right, get ready. Focus, one at a time. Rotate your hip a little bit. Sit up straight. Okay. All right, so now we're going to move from the upper part of our body to the lower part of the body, going the fingers to the toes, okay? All right. Okay, now we're going to massage the bottom of our feet. Now the bottom of our feet has 6 energy lines. 5 of them comes from the toe. 1 of them comes from the center of your bottom of your feet. This is actually the most important. There's no energy point more important than this one. This is called the gushing spring. This is the kidney. The kidney is your second heart, okay? But before we do that, we're going to work on the toes first. So basically we're going to massage the toe, massage the ball of the bottom of your feet, massage the heel, massage the calf before we come to the center. Now we're going to focus on the toe, and we're going to break it up into 4 parts. The first part has to do with the area that is touching the floor. Now you have to treat every single one of your toe equally, right? Because the big toe is the splint, and then the next one is the liver, stomach, gallbladder, and then the bladder. So every one of them is important, right? There's no one organ that's less important, because after all, it's the harmony between them, okay? Now when you're done with this, then we're going to come to this neck area, okay? This area, I'm going to massage that. There's no better exercise to improve your health than it is to massage your feet. It's just that important, especially true as you get older, okay? So if you have somebody you care a great deal about who's not in good health, and your best gift, whether it's Christmas gift or Easter gift or Thanksgiving gift, is to give them a foot massage, okay? All right, now we're done with the bottom. Now we're going to work on the edge, left and right. So the toe and the little toe, they're outside. So when we massage the edge, we're going to start with the bone, go all the way up. And now we're going to work on the inside, one at a time. No, every one of them is important, okay? One at a time. And then again, when you get to the last one, come down to the edge. So you're actually starting at the bone and go up. Okay, now you're done with the bottom. We're going to flip it over. 5 toes, 4 line, okay? Now, you're going to massage about 3 fingers worth, basically starting at where the 2 toes come together. You can feel the bone, and they're going to join. They're going to fuse together right around here, 3 fingers. So we're going to massage one at a time. There are a lot of energy points here. Okay, very important. Now go all the way to the little toes. You're going to feel a little bit of tenderness. Okay, which means that you really need this. Okay. All right. So now we're done with the toes. We're going to massage this area, the ball. Okay, now we're done with this. We're going to move to the heel. The heel has very thick skin, so make a pincher. Massage that. We're done with this. We're going to massage the arch. Okay, massage the arch. Okay, now we come to the middle. Okay, now the middle is not the geometric middle center. Okay, so if you cover up your toes, the length of the bottom of the feet, 1/3 of the way down, you can't miss it. Okay, it's a cavity. So take 2 thumbs and really work on it. Really work on it. Okay, there's nothing better than to really work on this energy point. This is the kidney. This is the second heart. All right, especially when you have someone who's sick and they're not walking anymore. They're not energizing this point. So you got to work on this for them. Okay. And now we're gonna make a knuckle. Now, really, this is I couldn't emphasize more. Your mind has to be with the knuckle. And now we're gonna dig in. Okay. Really work on that. All right. Now, okay. So now from here, we have more energy points that we're gonna massage. It comes in groups of 2. So this is the gushing spring. So come up to the arch. As soon as you come up to the arch, there's an energy point right here. Now, the way to massage that, you see the thumb? Okay, you see the thumb? Now, don't use the flat part of the thumb. Okay, do not use the flat part of the thumb. Don't use the tip of the thumb. Use that little, where the tip turns into the flat part, right here. Use this part, okay? All right, so now, again, come back to the gushing spring. Come up to the arch and then use that part and really dig into it. If you have nail, cut it, okay? If you don't want to cut it, you're in the wrong class. Okay, now we come down along the arch. Before you hit the heel, there's another energy point here. Okay, now that's 2. There's another 2. You anchor around this angle. Draw across, go towards the bottom of the feet. Now starting at the top of the heel, comes down. You feel a little indentation right here. You feel tenderness, okay? Okay, now come back to the angle. Go towards the Achilles heel. Again, starting at the top of the heel, come down and right here. Okay, now these has to do with the kidney, okay? And this one, even though it's a kidney energy line, it actually is the important energy point that helps with your liver. Now, come back to the angle. We got 2 more. So measure up 2 fingers, touch the bone, south of the bone. Now, come back to the angle, 4 fingers this time, south of the bone. Okay, all right, so massage that. Now we're going to quickly do the other side, okay? And starting with the toe, one at a time. Come back to the neck of the toe. And now do the side, the 2 sides, left and right, okay? And starting with the bone, go up, and then now in the middle. And now flip it over in between the toe. All right, turn it over. Massage the bottom of your feet, this area called the ball. Now massage the heel. Massage the arch. And now come to the mother of all energy point, the gushing spring, as if the energy is gushing up from the ground, okay? And then now use the knuckle. Stay focused on the knuckle. Okay, now I'm going to work on 2 at a time, right? Come up to the arch. Use that corner part, not the tip, not the flat part, but where it turns, and just really dig into that. You feel the tenderness. Okay, now come down the arch before the heel. Okay, now come to the angle, go towards the bottom of the feet. Come back to the angle, go towards the Achilles heel. Come back to the angle, 2 fingers south of the bone. Come back to the angle, 4 fingers south of the bone. This is called the 3 yin meet. This is where all 3 yin energy line meets. The bladder, no sorry, the kidney, the liver, and the splint. Okay, now massage. Okay, so that's acupressure. Okay, now we're going to be doing some working with the energy, energizing the again. And so we're going to start with the bottom of your feet. The bottom of your feet is the kidney, that's water. The center of your palm is the heart, that's fire. So we are again mixing water and fire, creating harmony. So what you want to do is you want to take the bottom of your feet, you want to slightly bend that so it creates a convex surface. Then you're going to take the arm and create an empty arm so you have a concave surface. You put that together, lining up the center of your hand with the center of the bottom of your feet, line up the fingers, sit up straight, let the energy flow in your body. And we're going to clap hands, okay? But clapping with your feet and the hand at the same time. Get ready, listen, wake up, continue. Massage. Finish it with the right hand side, again creating a concave surface and a convex surface and a concave surface. Line them up, straighten up your spine, sit up straight, listen, continue. Okay, massage. Okay, now we're going to continue to move up. Okay, so basically again dividing the body in 3 parts. What we call the earth, what we call the heaven, what we call the being. Okay, all right, so we're going to work our way up. And we're going to focus on the yang energy, because the yang energy is the protector. All right, so the yin energy is important, but my students are, including myself, are elderlies. There's only so much we can do with the essence, the yang energy. So we're gonna work on the yang. Okay, now there's 3 sides to your leg that are exposed to the sun. So there's here, here, and here. That corresponds to 3 of the yang energy line. The one outside is the gallbladder, which protects the liver. The one in the front is the stomach, which protects the splint. And the one in the back is the bladder, which protects the kidney. All 3 are important. So we're going to work on the gallbladder first. The gallbladder, we're going to take 2 energy points above the knee, 3 energy points below the knee. Sit up straight. Okay, now around right here. Okay, right here. Now we have empty hand. We also have empty fist. All right, so make sure that you're not doing this. You just like this. Okay, get ready. Sit up straight. Go. Now move towards the knee. Okay. Now the gallbladder, in spite of, it doesn't sound very important, but the gallbladder is actually very important. It's a yang energy line that goes all the way to the top of the head. So it's actually very important for your brain. Okay. So as you get older, you're losing your cognitive power. Very important to work on that. These two energy points in particular helps in reducing any chance of having a stroke. Okay. Now we're going to work on 3 more energy points below the knee. The first one is a very famous one, and it has to do with enhancing your immune system. It's called the spring at the bottom of the hill. So this is the hill. On the side, you go down until you're at the bottom of the hill. Okay, get ready? Go. Okay, now go towards the middle. Go all the way to down. Okay, now we're going to work on the front. The front is the stomach. The stomach is the yang energy line to protect the spleen. The stomach and the spleen together is a very important set of organ because first of all, it sits between your heart and the lung and your kidney. So if you want to have that water and fire harmony, this part has to work. Okay, and more important than that, it's really together responsible for all your metabolic function. So a lot of our modern disease, which I call lifestyle disease, has to do with this metabolic disorder. Okay, so this is actually very important. Okay, now how do we work on that? This is the front yang facing the sun. Got it. We come back to the knee. We locate these 2 points. Measure 4 fingers. Then it's on the outside of the bone. Okay, the energy points are always outside the bone. In fact, energy point, the word in Chinese means cave. Okay, it's a cave. All right, now get ready, go. Now we're going to measure 4 more fingers, so 8 total. Again on the side, 1 more energy point for the stomach. Okay, massage. Now we have 1 more energy point. Very important is in the back of the calf. The back is the energy line for the bladder, which comes up from the little toes to the heel, all the way up towards the back, all the way to the top of the head. This particular energy point, if I translate, it's called carrying the mountain. What does that mean? It's the on-off switch for the gushing spring. All right. If you don't have mountain, you don't have water. Okay, you have to have mountain to have water. So this is actually the on-off switch for the kidney. Now, interestingly, if you ever go to hospital and you're under anesthesia, the first thing the doctor wants you to do after you wake up is to walk. What they're doing is they're asking you to turn on this switch using your calf. And once you activate this calf, then it goes down and activates the kidney. The kidney is the one that actually brings the chi to your top of the head because it's the water. Water is always the source of life. Okay? All right, now, very quickly, work on the back of your calf. The other side. Get ready, go. Okay? All right. Okay, so this is 1 hour. And for those of you who committed to 1 hour, and this is what we advertise, is a 1 hour class, then now it's a good time to take a break. Okay? And we'll continue. And we'll continue. The next time for a break is at about hour and a half. Okay? Now, we're done with the earth. We're going to work our way to the heaven. In between, we're going to work on the being. Human being. Human being. Don't forget that word. It means that you are being in the middle of something. You're being part of the harmony. You have to be harmonious with the earth and the heaven in order to be a human being. Okay? Very important. I was just telling my other students the other day, I said, when I talk to my elders, I told them to not eat so much meat, not eat so much chicken, not eat so much pork. And they think I'm crazy. You know, meat is good for you. And I said, you don't understand. Back in the village, we used to grow our own chicken. We know exactly how the chicken was raised. We know what food they eat. We know everything about it. And then we just eat it for food. We raise it for food and then we eat it for food. These days, and so the chicken is part of the heaven and earth. Okay? And consuming it means that we are still part of the heaven and earth. I said, not so much anymore. All these livestock, chicken, pork, they're grown in factories. They're not even feed with real food. They're fed with chemical. They're not part of the heaven and earth anymore. So consuming that means that you are really destroying the harmony. Okay? Anyway, we're going to come to the being. The being has to do with the heart and the lung, has to do with the circulation. Okay? Now we have 3 energy points that has to do with the heart and the lung, and 2 energy points that has to do heart, and 2 energy points that has to do with the lung. But before we do anything, we can stretch the fingers one at a time. The fingers are connected to your internal organs. Okay, one at a time. One at a time. And we're going to massage the fingernails. Massage the fingernails. And this is good for your circulation, okay? Massage your fingernails. The inside timer has a very narrow field of view, so sometimes I forget, and I'm outside the field of view right now, okay? And so you might want to log into our YouTube channel so you have 2 screens, all right? All right, so now we're going to work on 3 energy points that has to do with the heart and the pericardium. The Chinese, they divide the heart into 2. One is the emotional, one is the mechanical, all right? So you take your middle fingers, you go all the way around, that's the center. Then you move so that you're between the middle finger and the ring finger. And again, you use that magic point, okay? And you press down on that. This is called the Palace of Labor. This is the only energy point that gives out energy. This is your healing hand, okay? All right, now we're going to work on the pinky. Again, take the pinky, point down, and now it's between the ring finger and the pinky. Okay. Yes, it's DENNYKMIU.com/YouTube. Turns out you actually have to subscribe, to see any of these live broadcasts. Otherwise, they don't give it to you until 12 hours later. Okay. Now press down onto this here. Goes to the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky. All right. Now there's one more energy point. And as you get older, one of the problem is your rhythm, your heart rhythm is irregular. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's okay to be fast and slow because the heart is reacting to your need, except that when it just goes up and down for no reason, then this is a good energy point for that. This has to do with the pericardium. So you take that, make the fold, 3 fingers down, right in the middle. Now go to the other side, make the fold, 3 fingers, right in the middle. Okay, so these are the 3 that has to do with both the mechanical and the emotional. All right, so then there's two that has to do with the lung, and this first one has to do with the large intestine, which is the protector for the lung. So this is called the merging valley. You make a valley between the index finger and the thumb. You come into the valley. Before you reach the end of the valley, you press towards the thumb. Same thing on the other side. Press towards the thumb. Okay, now one more. Again, make the fold, two fingers now, along the thumb. Back here, two fingers down, along the thumb. Okay, now, before we leave, there's one exercise that we want to do that is really good for your heart, okay? Now, you take your hand, you notice that there's joints. So first, we're going to make one joint. Then we're going to make the second joint. Now, you're going to roll up your fist, sit up straight, and just really squeeze your fist. Squeeze, and then let go. Second time, one joint, two joint, squeeze, and then let go. One more time, one joint, two joint, squeeze, and then let go. Relax. Okay? Done with the hand, with the being, heart and lung. Now we're going to work towards the head, to the heaven. But before we get there, we got to work on the ear. Okay? Now the Chinese believe that the ear has a very interesting shape. It has the shape of the fetus before they start to develop, where you can't even see any feature. All the energy of your body was contained in that, and it reflects into your ear, except that it's upside down. So you have three parts corresponding to three parts of your upper torso. The upper part is actually the kidney and the bladder. The middle part corresponds to the middle. The lower part corresponds to your heart and the lung. Out of the 365 energy points, 100 of them has to do with the ear. It is that important. Okay? All right, so we're going to massage the ear. We're going to start with the right, sit up straight. Now we're going to put the thumb in the upper part. Again, we're going to put the index finger right behind. We're going to squeeze that soft bone. Now we're going to take the fingers out, put the index fingers back into that area, massage. Now we're going to put the index finger in the middle, put the thumb in the back, squeeze. And now we're going to rest the index finger on the lower part, put the thumb in the back, squeeze. Now we're going to work on the part here. Remember when we were doing this one? This is actually very good for your high blood pressure. Massage that. And we're going to massage the ear loop a little bit, okay? Ear loop might hurt, so don't squeeze it too hard. Then we're going to use the index finger and put it in the back of the ear, massage that. Okay? Every day we do this, okay? Now put the thumb inside, index fingers in the back. And then take the fingers out, put the index finger back in, massage. Put the index fingers in the middle, put the thumbs in the back, squeeze. Rest the index fingers on the bottom of your ear, put the thumbs in the back, squeeze. Come back to the upper part, squeeze. Massage the ear loop, put the index fingers behind. And then now we're going to sit up straight. Okay, take two hands, going to put it behind the ear, and we're going to swipe the ear, massaging the back of the ear. Okay, all right. Now we're going to work on the top of the head. First, we're going to take 10 fingers, okay, make them look like a brush. We're going to start at the forehead, go up to the top of the head, comes down at the back of the neck, massaging the top of the head. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do the same thing, but this time on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're going to work on the top. This is called the 100 meets. So to get there, we're going to come back to the earth energy point, the gushing spring. We're going to sit on the edge of the chair. We're going to make sure that the feet are touching the ground. Energies are gushing up like spring. We're going to sit up with the spine straight, so the governing energy channel is straight. Then we're going to lean back the forehead, tuck in the chin so the 100 meets are pointing to heaven. We're going to take 10 fingers up and down, okay? Around the 100 meet. Get ready. 30 times. Okay, now we're going to do 30 times all the way around. Okay, brush the hair one more time. Okay, now we're going to massage the face, and I talk about this energy point. This is called the being. This is three of the most important energy point. One has to do with the gushing spring, one has to do with the 100 meet, one has to do with the being. This is the only energy point that puts out energy. What is the spectrum of the energy, you think? Infrared. Where is that one organ that would accept infrared? The eye. We're going to put our hands 90 degree, massage that, generate the heat. We're going to put that on top of the eye. Don't press the eyeball, making an empty hand. Just feel it. You can't quite do it the first time. Now the second time you're going to feel it. This is self-healing. Okay, this is circulating your positive energy. Second time, I start to feel it now. I'm not lying to you. One last time. You really generate that heat. Let that infrared radiation come up through your body, and then put it on top. Yeah, now you got something. Okay, all right, so sit up straight, take the index finger, put it at the beginning of your eyebrow. It's not exactly eyebrow, eyebrows are different for everyone, but you can feel the two pits in there. This is actually part of your bladder energy line, healing your eyes and your nose. And okay, now we're going to sit up straight, take the two index finger and just squeeze your eyebrow, and just ask yourself to relax, relax, relax. Now there's two energy point here. It's called welcoming the fragrance. It has to do with the nose, but also has to do with the sinus, okay, and the eye and all that. So it's right outside of the nostril, and it's basically on the same horizontal line. Okay, so take to the index finger, put it right outside, and just massage that. Take two index fingers, start at the corner of your eye, go down to the corner of your mouth, massage that. And then now take the thumb, put it below the eye bag or the edge of your eye opening. And then starting at the corner of your eye to the tail of your eye, the other side. And now take two index fingers, sit up straight. This is called the middle of the being. Okay, this is where the yang energy lines and the yin energy line comes together. We're going to come back to that when we do sitting meditation. This is where you need to put the tongue. Okay, now massage that very gently. All right, so massage your hands one more time. Get ready to do one more, and then massage the face, the head. Okay, all right, so you guys still with me? All right, so we're gonna now work on some more energy points, very important, that we can only get to when we're standing. Hang on just one second. Okay, there we go. All right, and that energy point is actually right behind the knee. Okay, this is part of the gallbladder, the bladder energy line. So before we do that, we're going to do some warm-up exercise. So we stand with the gushing springs firmly on the ground. So the energies are gushing up like spring. Now we're going to line up the shoulder, which has the name of the well on the shoulders. The well has to put on top of the spring, right? So open that shoulder, and now we're going to take two hands and going to massage this area, which is the bottleneck for 5 of the 6 energy lines. The remaining one is the bladder, which goes to the back. So just massage that. And now we're going to make a fist, but it's very soft. Okay, get ready, go. Okay, now we're going to work on this energy point here in the back of your knee. And the back of the knee is the bladder. The bladder is protective for the kidney. This is actually very important for your kidney, for your adrenal gland, okay? All right, so now we're going to loosen up the knee, 4 fingers behind, the thumb on the side, head's looking ahead. Get ready, go. And continue. Okay, now we're going to do this one exercise. It's very important, very, very important. And it's really combining the earth and the being in the heaven, all right? And this is particularly good if you have a lower back problem. Lower back means bad kidney. That's what we mean, okay? It comes from the kidney, all right? So now we're going to stand, open the shoulders, straighten up our spine, focus on the 10 toes, okay? Again, I got to work on that. Heel a little bit, even more. Okay, maybe not so much. Okay. All right, you can see more or less. Okay, now we're going to grab your carpet or your yoga mat with your 10 toes. Open your shoulder, relax. And we're going to stand on the toes very slowly, as if you're doing ballet. As you do that, you feel the energy gushing up to your top of the head. Once you reach the top of the head, you stay focused on the top of the head. Don't come down until I tell you to. And then now when you come down, impact the heel. And relax. Again, back to that lotus pond. Relax. Second time. Stay focused on the top of the head. Let the energy go from the earth to the heaven. Come down. Relax. One more time. Stand on your toes. Relax. One last time. Stand on your toe. And impact the heel. And relax. Now stand on your left foot. Focus entirely on the top of your head. And we're going to kick the right foot 3 times. Every time you kick, the mind goes away. So you got to really bring it back to the top of your head. Get ready. Back to the top of your head. Back to the top of your head. Back to the top of your head. Now move to the right. Top of your head. Okay, get ready. Top of your head. Okay, one more time. All right. Relax. Okay. So today we finish a very important part, which is to create harmony between our yin and yang, between our treasure organs and our what we call the vessel organs, right? And now we come to the next part, which is really creating harmony, and by learning how to do abdominal breathing. And it turns out that abdominal breathing is that one key element that is common in all spiritual practice, because by massaging your internal organs, right, you are creating harmony. All right. So this comes in 5 sets. All right. Get ready. So the first one is a very simple one. Now, the trick in all this is you need to relax your body. You need to stay focused on your body, focusing on the center of your palm. Let the hand guide your mind. Relax your mind. Don't try to solve problems. Don't try to be analytical. Just feel your body. So bring up your hand, focus on the center of your palm. Let your hand guide your mind, stay focused, and then now bring it towards your body. And then let your hand come down, the knees goes with your hand, entire body comes down like your elevator. And then stand up straight. Relax, second time. Bring your hand up, 1. Bring your hand towards your body, 2. Lower your hand, 3. And then stand up straight, 4. Okay, get ready. Now close your mouth, use your nose to breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stand up straight. Breathe in. There's a space between in and out, okay? Breathe out. Stand up straight. Breathe in. Focus. Follow your hand. Bring it towards your body. Breathe out. Stand up straight. Breathe in. Bring it towards your body. Breathe out. Stand up straight. Relax. Breathe in. Bring it towards your body. Breathe out. Now we're going to change hands. Bring up your hand. Breathe in. Cross your hand. Focus on your hand. And then we're going to breathe out. Follow your hand. All the way out. Open your shoulder. Pause. And then bring it back. Breathe in. Bring it towards your body. Breathe out. Stand up straight. Breathe in. Cross your fingers. Open. Breathe out. Bring them back together. Breathe in. Bring it towards your body. And then breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stand up straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stand up straight one more time. Breathe in. Open. Breathe out. Breathe in. Bring it towards your body. Breathe out. Now, very gently stand up. Shift your attention from the center of your hand to the center of your bottom of your feet. Start examining your body, starting with the bottom of your feet. Stand firmly on the ground. We stand like the pine tree. So the feet has to grow root. Then the rest of the body has to be elastic, has to be flexible. So we come from the center of the bottom of the feet up to the knee, don't lock your knee, loosen up your knee. You don't have to bend your knee, just don't lock it. And then now we come up to the shoulder, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. Now we come to the forehead, relax the forehead, lean back slightly so the weight of the head is on your shoulder. Then we go to the eyelid. We need to relax the eyelid, so you're opening your eyelid a little bit. Don't need to shut it tight. You can see through your eyelashes, you can see the floor, so you're not losing orientation. Now comes the most important part, which is your brain. Tell your brain to relax. Don't try to solve problems. Focus entirely on your breath, on your breathing. Right now, all we need to do is to know that we're breathing is all we need to do. So for 1 minute, we're going to keep focusing on the breath. I know I'm breathing in. I know I'm breathing out. One breath at a time. And if your mind drifts away, come back to your breath. Focus on your body, either on your chest or your stomach. Okay, stay away from your nostril. Nostril is too close to your brain. 1 minute, one breath at a time. Just keep checking your body. Feet firmly on the ground. Knees has to be loosening up. Shoulder has to be loosening up. Eyelid has to be loosening up. Forehead has to be loosening up. The brain has to be loosening up. Focus on your breathing, one breath at a time. Now open your eyes. Now we come to the second set. The second set is called balloon breathing. So we face right hand side, we lean back slightly so that the right foot, the right toes are pointing the ceiling. Head's looking up to the ceiling, so we're not putting any pressure on the upper torso. And now we're going to imagine a beach ball in front of you. We're going to embrace the beach ball, the hands right at eye level. And now we're going to open up, lean back, head's looking at the ceiling, toes pointing to the ceiling. Very relaxed, don't lose balance. Again, we get ready, embrace the beach ball again. And then open. Now we're going to coordinate with the breathing. As we embrace the beach ball, we're going to breathe in with the nostril. Close your mouth. As we open, we're going to breathe out with the nose. As we breathe in, we're mindful of a body. We see the hands coming in front of you. As we breathe out, we're mindful of a mind. We're asking ourselves to relax. Always relax on the out breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Very relaxed. Let the body do the magic, okay? Breathe in. Breathe out. Just focus on your body. Let the body speak to you. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now lower your hand, shifting the focus from your hand to your feet. Once you get to the feet, then we move, okay? We don't move before that. Once we stay focused on the bottom of the feet, then we move. We return to a position. We can go through the checklist. Bottom of the feet, the knee, the shoulder, the forehead, the eyelid, and the mind. Now we're going to focus on the breath, one breath at a time, okay? It doesn't matter we stand for 1 minute or 1 hour. It doesn't matter. Just focus on your breath, one breath at a time. And when you finish one set of breath, the next set is as if you do it for the first time. Open your eyes. Okay, now focus on the bottom of your feet, okay? Always focus on the bottom of your feet. Then you move 1 step, 2 step, left toes pointing to the ceiling, heads pointing to the ceiling. Now we're going to focus on the hands. Breathe in. See the hands in front of you. Breathe out. When we breathe out, we focus on the mind. Relax the mind. Calibrate our body. Calibrate our mind. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Very gently. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus entirely on your body. Hands in front. Watching the hands come together. Watching the hands as they go apart. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now lower your hands. Attention going from the hand to the feet. Then you move one step, two step. Focus on your body. Go through the checklist. Bottom of the feet, the knee, the shoulder, the eyelid, the forehead, and your mind. Relax your mind. Focus on your breath, one breath at a time. One breath at a time. Don't count your breath, okay? Do not count your breath. If you count your breath, you're using your brain. But make them count. Make every one of them count. Every breath is as important as another one. Just feel your breathing. Open your eyes. Okay, the next one is called the butterfly. Okay, all the time, your mind and your body together. Your mind and your body together. Many of you study yoga. That's an English word. It comes from an Indian word called yuja, Y-U-J. Yoga and yuja are actually two different things. Yuja is the yoke, is the harness that you put in front of the oxen so that they can pull the car together. Yuja means the harness that you put between your body and your mind. You bring in your body and your mind together. So this is called the butterfly, and the key is the mind and the body has to be one. You bring up your hand, focusing on the center of your palm. You bring down your hand, you come down with the hand, everything follows, the knee follows, the mind follows. And then now as you come up, follow your hand, body and mind together, and you lift up your heel as you bring the back of the hands together, and you focus on the top of the head. And then as you come down, you breathe in, embrace yourself. As you go up, you breathe out with your nose. Back of the hand touching, focus entirely on top of your head, come down, breathe in, breathe out. Very gently, focusing on your body entire time. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. The body should be straight up and down, okay? Don't lean forward, you're going to lose balance. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift up your heel, breathe in, activating your energy point at the back of the calf. Turn on your gushing spring, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in, breathe out. Now, before you lower your hand, make sure that you're transferring the attention from the hand to the feet. Adjust your posture. Go through your checklist. Relax the knee, relax the eyelid, relax the shoulder, feet firmly on the ground. Relax your brain. And now we're going to do something called determination parami, which means that for the next 1 minute, we're not going to move the body. Which means that you stay entirely focused on your breath. When your mind doesn't drift away, your body does not drift away. Okay, open your eyes. Focus on the bottom of your feet. Now we're going to do the next one called the pushing hand. It looks very similar to the second one before called the balloon breathing, except we don't need to lean back and we don't need to point the toes to the ceiling. The entire tension is on the hand, as if you're pulling a water wheel towards yourself. Bring it in, open the shoulder. And now at this point, the hands goes down, you follow the hand comes back up, you follow the hands, and then pushing hand, push. Okay, now, as you bring in, you breathe in. And then at this point, you don't breathe, you just relax. No breathing in, no breathing out, just follow your hand. And then follow your hand back up, and then you breathe out, right? So stay focused, relax your brain, don't think, just feel with your body, okay? So if you're a professional athlete and they train you to shoot that last 3 points, it's all about feel, it's all about getting in the zone, it's all about not using your brain. If you were a samurai in like the samurai movie and you're fighting in the rain and just waiting for the first move, it's not about your brain, it's about your body, it's about the spiral cord. That's what this is about, okay? And if you do that, you actually feel this energy coming in, going through your upper torso and come back. It's like this circle, all right? But relax, let your body speak to you. Breathe in, up, breathe out. Very gently, following your hand, okay? Breathe in, down, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Very relaxed. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 One more time. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring your hands back. Focus on the bottom of your feet. Move back to position. Go through your checklist. 1 minute. Very easy now. The breathing is so pronounced. Go in your eyes. Now move towards the left. Okay, quickly. Breathe in. Focus. And then breathe out. Pushing hand. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Focus on your body. Breathe out. Mind and body together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Relax. This is the last 1 minute stand. Focus. One breath at a time. Go through your checklist. Okay, now we come to the last part. Last part has less to do with abdominal breathing and more to do with reversing adrenal fatigue. So it's all about here. Okay, so first we're going to put our hands together, generate some heat again. Then we're going to massage. Okay, now if you haven't done this before, make sure you put a chair next to you. You might get lightheaded. That's a sure sign of adrenal fatigue. Okay, open your shoulders, stand, and relax. Now we're going to take a deep breath. Breathe in. Open the knee, breathe out. And then we're going to press forward, and then breathe in, stand up straight. And then press backward, and relax entirely. Relax some more. Only do this 3 times. Second time, open your knee, breathe out. Press forward, breathe in, stand up straight. Press back, and relax. One last time. Open the knee, breathe out. Press, breathe in. Press, and relax. Completely relax. Okay, so now we're going to come back to a sitting position. We're going to make use of all that. We got all the building blocks now. And we're going to make use of all that to clear our primary channel. We're going to start with the sitting position. And I mentioned that we stand like the pine tree, we walk like the wind, we lie down like the bow and arrow, and we sit like the bell. So firmly on the ground, spine straight as if somebody's pulling the hair on top of your head. Open the shoulder, relax. Lean back the forehead so the neck is touching the collar. Tuck in the chin. The entire body lean forward. And then as you lean back, you hold your hip in place. So you're putting pressure in your lower back, putting pressure on your adrenal gland, temporarily preventing any stress hormone, enticing your body into the rest and digest mode. You lean back, all the way back, as if you're going to fall over. Now you go to your eyelid, you relax your eyelid so you can see through your eyelashes. Then you go to your tongue. You take the tip of the tongue and you put it right behind here, between the teeth and the roof of your mouth. That activates your salivary gland. It also creates a bridge between the two energy lines. Okay? So this is the first step. Just doing this already puts you in a very, very good relaxation mode. Just doing that. So if you don't do nothing else, you do this. Okay? Just for 3 minutes. Just sit properly, being in the middle of the heaven and earth. We call this one pillar supporting the sky. Your back is a pillar. It's like the little whisker. Your back is that little whisker on top of on the surface of the planet, and you're just part of the magnetic field. Okay. Now the second part has to do with abdominal breathing. We've done so much exercise now. Your diaphragm has muscle memory. It's very easy. So all you have to do is come back to the breath. And you notice that your stomach actually moves as you breathe. When you breathe in, the stomach opens. When you breathe out, the stomach contracts. Maybe ever so slightly, but it's doing its job. So what you want to do is, while maintaining the posture, as soon as you know that you're breathing in, you intentionally open the stomach. And as soon as you know that you're breathing out, you intentionally collapse your stomach. You're basically controlling your own breathing right now, making it longer and longer and deeper and deeper. Open the stomach when you breathe in, collapse the stomach as you breathe out. At first it's very unnatural, and you're just getting used to it, and then it becomes very, very, very relaxing. So what you're doing now is you're using the diaphragm, which connects to all the internal organs, because this is one big network of connected tissue. And you're massaging your internal organs, reversing any oxidation damage in internal organs, generating static electricity at the same time. So just keep breathing. Breathe in, open your stomach. Breathe out, collapse the stomach. Breathe in, breathe out. So if I want to translate the Chinese for that, it's called the exhaling the cloud and inhaling the fog. You're exchanging vitality with the universe. Breathing in oxygen, breathing out, breathing in oxygen, breathing out. Okay? So this is actually another very good exercise. You're now entirely in rest and digest. You're activating all your internal organs. Now comes the third part. You need to generate that electromagnetism in you, what we call qi, with the confidence that as you do your abdominal breathing, you're generating static electricity with your small intestine. That's why we call it dantian. It's the field of energy. The intestines are very long. They're 5 times the height. Very, very long. Lots of surface area. They also piezoelectric. So as you move them, you're generating all these free electrons. So when you have free electrons and you want to move the electrons, all you need is a electrical potential. And you do that with your brain, just thinking it. So as you breathe in, you focus at the bottom of your spine. As you breathe in, you go up the spine, all the way to the top of the spine, the back of your neck, the back of your head, the top of your head. As you breathe out, you start at your forehead, you come down. Just imagining is all you need. By imagining it, you're creating electrical potential. The electrons will move. You start at your forehead, you come down through the bridge of your nose, you come down to your upper lip, you cross over through your tongue down to your chin. Now you're at your neck, upper torso, your chest, upper stomach, belly button, lower stomach. Okay, all this time you maintain your posture. All right, so as you breathe in, start at the bottom of your spine, maintaining the pressure on your adrenal gland. Go up through your spine, taking the body with you. Stretch the spine, open the shoulder, lean back the forehead, tuck in the chin. And then as you come down from the forehead, come down very gently. Lean back as you're getting out of the way. Let it come all the way down to your abdomen. And then back circle again. Focusing on your body, focusing on your breath. This one we call the dragon, the wandering dragon chasing the pearl. As you focus on your breathing, focusing on your body, these electrical signal becomes coherent, and then they create magnetism. Then your magnetism would resonate with the magnetism of the earth and heaven. And what you then feel is actually the magnetism of the heaven and earth. That's why we go chasing the pearl. Okay? 3 minutes. Relax, okay? Don't expect anything, just relax. The more you go after it, the harder it is to experience. Just relax. Relax and focus at the same time. Open your eyes. I'm going to massage, wake up this body. Okay. So when my son was in college, I used to travel with him a lot. 2 or 3 trips, 2 trips, 1 or 2 trips every summer. And one time we went to the Panama Canal. And I noticed that the Panama Canal was built with rivets. And I realized that it was built with rivets because welding was not invented yet. When I was a little child, plastic was not invented yet. We didn't have plastic. If you want to buy some cooking oil, which I did with my mom, for my mom, she give you a bottle and you go down and the guy will fill it with cooking oil. And it drips all over the side, so you cannot really hold it because it'll slip. So they take a little rope made of straw and then you hang on with the rope. Because plastic was not invented yet. That was when I was a little child. I'm 65 years old. So 15 years later, I came to this country in 1971. And I went down to Chinatown with my mom, and there's a place called the Orange Land where you buy oranges and apples. And you can't buy $1 worth of oranges, it was too many. It was like $1 for 50 of them or something like that. So together we bought 50 cents of apple and 50 cents of oranges. And they give you a paper bag. There's no plastic. During my lifetime, the population of planet Earth had grew 3 times. We are now at the point of no return. Our planet Earth cannot support humanity as we exist. It's a foregone solution. You can argue what you want, and it's not coming back. So there's not a whole lot I can do, that we can do, to try to create harmony with the earth and the heaven. But there's something I can do for myself and for my family and for my student, which is to create a harmony within you, understanding the yin and the yang, understanding the 5 elements, doing the right kind of exercise to enhance the health, really solving some fundamental problems and not just addressing the symptoms. I believe we're now about 700,000, 800,000 deaths in the United States alone due to COVID. And even today, if you had taken your 2 shots, they ask you to take the 3rd shots, especially if you are what is called at-risk population, which means that you have some underlying disease. Things like diabetes, like my father, high blood pressure, cholesterol, and all that. This is really silly. You think about it. I thought the Western medicine fixed all that. I thought there's a pill for everything. So if a person have high blood pressure and he's taking the right pill, he should be cured, right? If a person have high cholesterol and he's taking the right pill, he should be cured. What is this thing about underlying disease? There is no more disease. This Western medicine should have done that. So it says that, no, they haven't done shit. Because what they have done is that they created an economy where they're providing you a chemical, and the chemical is about the symptom. They haven't done anything to your body. And if you bring that to the Eastern context, I'm not talking about just Chinese, Indian, the Eastern context, it's all about the qi. It's all about the qi. It's all about understanding that our existence is not just the physical body. Our existence is the body and the mind, and with the qi as the harness and the bridge. So, Stephen Hawking famously said that the earth can only have another 100 years. Be that as it may, I'm not going to live another 100 years, but I'm going to do my best. And I accept the possibility that my existence is beyond the physics, beyond the physical body. I accept that my existence is also the mind and the qi. And that's what I do, and that's what I'm trying to share with you. Okay, all right. And let me see. I think there was an important question. Let me see if I could go back. Okay, how do I tell myself when racing through invading the move? I tell myself to relax. Okay, all right. This is a very, very important question. Amy, I do need to answer that question. This is very, 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 very important. Okay, so once upon a time, my Dharma master told me the story about how during the summer he takes his entire Sangha, all his nuns and volunteers and so forth, and they make a trip to the Yellowstone Park, and they did all their tourist thing, and then they come to a little town which has only one tourist attraction, which is a jail from the days of the gold rush. And so they visited that, paid the dues, paid and the guy who's running the jail, running the tourist attraction, very proudly and says there's only two kinds of people who can leave this place. One are the one who are dead, and the other one are the one who are crazy. And my Dharma master says, well, I got to try this one. He says, can I go in and try it? And so they at first they said no, and then eventually he managed to, because it's uniform, I guess. And so he went in and he tried the jail, and then it turns out that the reason why people go crazy in there is because it's total darkness. And once you're in a place like this, it's not different than the isolation in our jail, okay, our kind of prison. I used to visit prison as a volunteer, and once you're in that chamber, whether it's total darkness or not, and you're deprived of your sensors. Remember, we talk about the six sensors now: the eye, the nose, the tongue, the ear, and the skin, right? All your sensors. Once you're deprived of stimulus, then the only remaining sensor is your brain, and that gets super activated. And so this is one of the big problems with meditation, is that we don't explain well enough what is this body. We keep saying that this is a body as if it's just the fingers and the shoulder. No, the body consists of six sense doors, six doors that opens to the world. What's outside the world is the stimulus, is the physics. What's inside the world is our neurology, is our nerve system. In between is the physiology, is the door. The eye works with the sight. The nose works with the smell. The tongue works with the taste. The ear works with the sound. And the skin works with the touch. Once those five sensors are deprived, the remaining gets very active, which is your brain. So be careful with that brain. So what you need to do is you need to go back to zero, which is, as I calm myself down, I need to learn how to calm down my mind. It's a practice. It's a practice. That's why it's called boot camp, one step at a time. So that's why, listen to what I said. In the very, very, very beginning, what did I say? I said, you need to calibrate your body, you need to calibrate your breath, you need to calibrate your mind. You straighten your spine, you open your shoulders, you relax your shoulder, you focus on your breath, and now you bring your mind and your hand together. That's the beginning of your practice, is that the mind and the body has to be one. The reason, Amy, that your mind is raising all over the place is because you've forgotten that your brain is only your body. Your brain is not your mind. At best, it's your thinking mind. So you need to harness that. You need to control that. And you do that by going to the basics. Always anchor your mind onto your body when you're in motion. Always anchor your mind onto your breath when you're stationary. It's a practice, okay? But if you don't practice that part, then you're actually walking down a very dangerous path. Because now it's like being thrown in the dungeon where you're deprived of your five sensors, but your brain gets active. Okay? Very dangerous, very dangerous. Okay? So this, I cannot emphasize this enough. All right? Okay, so I got to go, and I'll see you guys next week. Do join a circle, DENNYKMIU.com dendenvertical.com/circle. Ask all your questions there, and I'll try my best to answer them. Okay, and then you can also go to a daily practice, which is DENNYKMIU.com/daily, in case you want to practice during the week. Okay, all right. I'll see you next week. Thank you. Thank you for your donation. Be blessed, be peaced, be healthy, be happy.